We have never been closer to World War III than we are today under Joe Biden. A global conflict between nuclear-armed powers would mean death and destruction on a scale unmatched in human history. It would be nuclear Armageddon. Nothing is more important than avoiding that nightmare. We will avoid it, but we need new leadership. Every day this proxy battle in Ukraine continues, we risk global war. We must be absolutely clear that our objective is to immediately have a total cessation of hostilities. All shooting has to stop. This is the central issue. We need peace without delay. In addition, there must also be a complete commitment to dismantling the entire globalist neocon establishment that is perpetually dragging us into endless wars, pretending to fight for freedom and democracy abroad, while they turn us into a third world country and a third world dictatorship right here at home. The State Department, the defense bureaucracy, the intelligence services, and all of the rest need to be completely overhauled and reconstituted to fire the deep staters and put America first. Wow. We have to put America first. Finally, we have to finish the process we began under my administration of fundamentally reevaluating NATO's purpose and NATO's mission. Our foreign policy establishment keeps trying to pull the world into conflict with a nuclear-armed Russia based on the lie that Russia represents our greatest threat. But the greatest threat to Western civilization today is not Russia. It's probably, more than anything else, ourselves and some of the horrible USA-hating people that represent us. Yeah. It's the abolition of our national borders. It's the failure to police our own cities. It's the destruction of the rule of law from within. It's the collapse of the nuclear family and fertility rates like nobody can believe is happening. It's the Marxists who would have us become a godless nation worshiping at the altar of race and gender and environment. And it's the globalist class that has made us totally dependent on China and other foreign countries that basically hate us. These globalists want to squander all of America's strength, blood, and treasure, chasing monsters and phantoms overseas while keeping us distracted from the havoc they're creating right here at home. These forces are doing more damage to America than Russia and China could ever have dreamed. Evicting this sick and corrupt establishment is the monumental task for the next president. And I am the only one who can do it. I'm the only one that can get the job done. I know exactly what has to be done.
Ukraine fired 6 U.S.-made missiles here at Russia's Bryansk region. Russia's defense ministry just releasing that information days after U.S. President Biden eased those restrictions on Ukrainian use of American-made weapons in the war that is now marking its 1,000th day. Ukraine claimed it hit a military weapons depot there in the middle of the night, though it didn't specify what weapons it actually used. The Ukrainian General Staff said that multiple explosions and detonations were heard in that targeted area. And in a statement carried by Russian news agencies, the Russian Defense Ministry said the military shot down 5 of those Army tactical missile systems and damaged another. The fragments fell on the territory of an unspecified military facility. That's again according to Russia's ministry. The falling debris sparking a fire, but did not inflict any danger or any casualties. Neither side's claims could be independently verified by the Associated Press. The announcement came after Biden did authorize Ukraine to use those U.S.-supplied missiles to strike deeper inside Russia, easing limitations on the longer-range weapons after Russia deployed thousands of North Korean troops in the conflict. Earlier on Tuesday, Ukrainian officials reported a 3rd Russian strike in 3 days on a civilian residential area in Ukraine that killed at least 12 people That includes a child. The strike by a drone in a region there late Monday hit a dormitory of an educational facility and wounded 11 other people, including 2 children, adding that more people could be trapped under the rubble. Ukrainian civilians have repeatedly been clobbered by Russian drones and missiles during this war, while on the battlefield it's under severe Russian pressure at places on about a 600-mile front line where its army is stretched thin against a bigger adversary.
Why they keep specifying U.S. made? That's what making me more hot than the media is specifying that.
It is.
Because
U.S. made.
You got to realize that we funded that.
We know we
gave
funded
that to
them, but why they kept just like it feel like you're boosting it. You like
He has
like,
to do that. That's what really would have happened. He not boosting it. That's what happened.
I know that's what happened, but it's like think about another country. Goddamn Americans.
I'm pretty sure he would specify where those rockets came.
Everybody with the Israel Hamas, everybody was mad at Iran because Iran was funding Hamas.
and we unfroze that money.
Yeah.
So we know exactly who. Well, Iran. Other than that, who gave Iran the missiles? Then you know
They got
They
missiles.
got missiles. They got money.
They were saying Russia.
They did say that.
They
though.
did. They were
So why they
speculating
don't
that.
say
That wasn't
Russia
confirmed.
made missiles?
That
That's
I don't know if they have
wasn't
evidence.
confirmed. That was speculation.
That's why I said I don't know, bro. I'm probably tripping for saying that. I just feel like you should have said Biden gave Zelensky the right away to shoot missiles. Why I just gotta just specify U.S. made missiles? It just I don't know. I'm just tripping probably.
No, you dragging it, bro. Because I mean, that's actually what the American people need to hear. That's what the truth.
It is the truth.
This is definitely on this administration, and this, bro. It's so much that Trump said that pissed me off because it's like, okay, the neocon stuff. They put that on the Republicans, but y'all are actually the real neocons, guys. You're claiming that you're fighting for you. We're fighting for Ukraine. I mean, you said it's a resource out there that we need, but they also claiming that it's because of democracy.
No,
and that's a literal definition of neocon.
I listened to Matt Gaetz. He said the reason why they're actually having
Money
to fight,
laundering.
yeah,
Money
just
laundering.
little money laundering.
Yeah, we know. We saw. We money laundering. They talking about it's millions of dollars that's unaccounted for.
Vivek
And it's
was
going
actually
through all
talking
these
about that.
different avenues and channels, and nobody knows where the money's going. But that's why politicians who are neocons push for war because they make money off war. They make millions and millions of dollars off of it. They keep their profit off of it. They stocks. They invest in the companies. The money that the government sends, they skim some off of it because it's billions of dollars. Who's gonna know if a couple 150,000 goes missing, $1 million goes missing? It's $250 billion they just sent. Okay, so 20 million just came to us. 4 million each. 5 million each. Who knows where that money goes?
Be quiet, bro. We gonna break bread, bro. Don't say nothing about it.
I think that the reason we are as involved in Ukraine as we are is because Afghanistan wound down. And if we still had Afghanistan to launder money through, there probably wouldn't be the need for this type of excessive involvement in Ukraine. But I think we can look at Afghanistan and we can look at what's going on here and say what a lot of these defense contractors are pushing toward is how to have an extended kind of low yield war. Like if there's a way to stretch this thing out, turn it into a 20, 30 year kind of thing where there's a whole lot of money moving around and unaccountable pots and a lot of weapons getting bought. And then, oh man, the stockpiles, well, we got to spend more money to reload those.
Yeah, guys. I mean, and then we look at the proof. It's more proof in the pudding. Why they tried to assassinate Trump?
Yeah, that's what made it worse. That's what I'm still trying to figure out.
And when he went and pointed out, he was like, yeah, that dude, he placed a big stock right before the day before the war.
It was Raytheon,
and
he
this
said.
dude, he was exposing people, and they were Republicans, so that's why he was a good choice.
They have anti-corruption bills that they're about to pass, so they're about to go through and clean house. Like it's getting scary for all these neocons and corrupt politicians that play the political game and people eat it up. Like it's getting scary for them. That's why every establishment was against this administration, and they're gonna continue to keep trying to throw wrenches in what's about to happen.
Sorry. Amazon.
Where's he going? We don't know where he's going.
I hope a goddamn Anaconda grab that nigga.
That's a free meal right there. That's like if Anaconda ate his old ass, it'd be the equivalent of an Anaconda catching a baby deer. That's a free meal. He can't fight back. He old and feeble.
Biden is taking the fall. It's not just Biden. That's why I don't put everything on Biden, bro. It's all of them corrupt.
You know what's crazy?
Biden is the head honcho.
He taking the fall.
As he should. He's a terrible president. He's the worst president we've had in my 26 years of life.
Y'all want to know the happiest thing I haven't heard for the longest? Kamala.
Yeah, we have. I told y'all.
We ain't hear her at all.
I told y'all. We're not gonna hear from her. It's gonna be a minute.
We're gonna hear from her. I've been seeing reports coming out that she's favored to win the DNC nomination for the next
man, come on,
presidency.
man. Come on, man. That's bullshit. Hey,
For our sake,
seeing.
I hope it happens.
She do got
That's
clout.
what's gonna happen.
But somebody gonna grill her ass. But anyways,
whoever.
Anyways,
JD gonna say
this shit burns me up on another level, though, guys.
We're not going to be cutting ribbons. We're going to be cutting costs. And so those recommendations are going to be on a real-time basis. But I do want to take a big step back and understand, for people to understand the scope of this problem. Over $500 billion in the first place. The Pentagon has just failed its 7th consecutive audit, nearly $1 trillion of budget. They can't even tell you where it goes. So I think part of this is exposing for the public the extent of that rot and waste. But then to take steps first through executive action and then laying the groundwork for broader change through legislation as well to rein in that deficit, to rein in that budget. And more crucially, Maria, I know we're talking about this in terms of efficiency, but there's something deeper going on here. This is about restoring self-governance and accountability in America as well. Elected leaders, if they make the wrong decisions, voters have a great choice. You can vote them out and remove them. Most of the people making these decisions, from healthcare to the Department of Defense, are failing on effectiveness because they have no accountability. Historically, it's been the view of many scholars to say that those people could not even be fired. Now we take a different view with the environment the Supreme Court has given us in recent years, and we're going to use that in a pretty extensive way, Maria, to move quickly.
I don't see no problem in that.
Y'all got the right people for the job.
If you don't do your job right, get the fuck out of here.
All right,
boy.
that's what happened to everybody else.
Fuck out of here, boy.
I ain't gonna pull it up, but I seen this morning. It said that Nancy Pelosi was getting $181,000 of U.S. taxpayer money to be a climate advisor.
Oh, wow.
Get that ass out of here, boy.
What does she know about climate?
I'm tired of these motherfuckers.
Bro, the government officials have been making a killing off of all of these issues for years, and now we finally have an administration that's about to clean it up and try to make America a better place. And people keep trying to point out the fact that, oh, we have all these billionaires. Well, I would make the case to say that that's actually a better thing because they have no skin in the game. They got money outside this shit. They don't need to go play the political game to make money. So the fact that they're recognizing that there's a problem with this money and going to fix it, it should be a net positive for everybody. That's just how I choose to look at the situation.
No, it definitely is. And they're Russians.
No, you know what?
They're Nazis. We're Nazis.
You know what makes me, you know what's kind of cringy to me now?
Crazy DM
that
somebody
these
sent me on
people,
Instagram today.
real life,
Good or
will
bad?
call the Republicans racist, and they was stealing all these money from America, making prices and everything go up, do all these illegal stuff, and got away with it. And then Trump is racist.
It's all type of stuff. They tried to convince us that the Democrat administration had a better economy. Then toward the end, they said, "Okay, so what? They have a better economy, bro." I actually know. Y'all don't actually know how bad
this
this
shit
is
pissed
burning
me
me
off.
up. Because this is dying.
Yeah.
Kids are actually dying, guys.
People are dying, and it's about to get worse. Like we're on the verge of 3 different wars, and Joe Biden is accelerating that. Why
he's not impeached?
Why is the president who's supposed to keep us safe, who y'all say was a good president, and his administration was good for America, and he's pushing us further into war? You shitting me?
Abortion? If I hear somebody,
And the party that's so for, like, typically, right, all the people who were Democrats, like in the back of the day, the peace, that's where peace, remember peace, the peace sign, peace. Were those people Democrats like the hippies? Had
Yes,
things. They was super anti-war. Like that was their whole thing. Was anti-war.
brainwashed.
And then now, y'all
Everybody-
ain't worried about war. Y'all
everybody
worried about
brainwashed.
they and them.
an abortion.
Literally.
People in
And
America
having
are
your children.
overly spoiled, guys. They don't know that people are actually dying, guys. It's gonna actually. I hope it doesn't take something crazy to happen for people to realize
think that
what's
might-
going on.
I think that might-
No, let's
no.
not say that. But we
Because that's the
gotta.
only time.
Don't say that.
But look, no, we're not gonna say that. But it pisses me
just
off
can't-
more
it's better-
that the media knows, and the media still pushes this dumbass shit that they push. Almost made Trump lose. We don't know where we have been. We got 2 months left, and now that he just sent some missiles into Russia. Like, bro, that we don't know what that could do. That happened last night.
It's what it's gonna do is make the negotiations to pull the Ukraine and Russia war
harder.
It's gonna make it way harder because now it's gonna be like, well, you guys gave them the missiles to shoot in there. Now Putin is a leader that's been in power for a long time, so I'm not gonna say he's a reasonable guy, but he's gonna be able to see that Joe Biden authorized that. So maybe that'll be something.
That's what we elected.
We'll see.
We elected that president. So we make it look like,
I don't know what to expect.
You know, that's our world leader, guys. We elected him, man. We don't know how he feel about that little Russian baby dying.
Hey, well, you know, he might be a logical thinking person and think Trump is in office. He's finna be in office. It might be a different change.
No, Trump got a button.
That's how.
You know,
we ain't get host, bro. Come on,
But like,
man.
all
That's
I'm
not
saying,
bro. Keep playing, bro.
That's a fact, though, that he knows that he has one. He said it out his own
He
mouth.
tell
I got a
multiple
button. He said
leaders.
it.
Mine
He tell
might
him
work
that.
better
He tell
than
him that.
yours.
Hold on,
Guys.
guys.
But like Trump said, he just said, let's
But
just
we don't
stop
wanna
it.
do that.
He just wants to stop it.
No, but that's the thing. That's
don't
what
even gotta get
Jordan
that.
Peterson talked about this. I know I always reference him. He said what Trump basically does is having Trump in there is a good thing because it's like he causes more world peace because everyone is scared of what he might do. They don't know what he
Type
might
of
do.
man he is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, so we probably shouldn't F with
Trump.
F around. The more you F around,
You
the more
find
you
out.
find out. So he just say don't F around, so you don't have to find out. And that's what they do.
You know what? I actually feel more sad for Ukraine because, like, what happened if Russia just go crazy? Because obviously they're a bigger country than you. So if they really want to do what they really want to do to you,
And
they could.
They have the most
They
nuclear
have the
weapons. Let's go, man.
They're more than us.
Yes.
We
What
watched
they
the
got
video.
than us?
Bro,
saw the stats, bro.
Russia has nuclear plants in Russia. You
Yes,
ever heard
they
of
have
Chernobyl?
number one.
No, I know.
Boy, they making bombs.
But we have more Air Force, so
We got a lot of
Russia-
more
Russia's
things.
the
but-
and they're landlocked.
Russia is the biggest landmass in the
Low-key,
Tell
we
me
can
world.
zip
America
them.
stop making nuclear weapons against Russia.
They have
Oh,
more.
I can't
Bro,
believe
they
that.
have more
I
nuclear
cannot-
plants.
This
Let's
is
continue.
America.
But
They have
we
more
reacted to
nuclear
that.
plants.
You forgot?
It's a stat.
We reacted to it.
It's a
we
video
did.
we
That's
did, and it said Russia had
crazy,
more
bro.
nuclear power.
We are
than
America.
I get it, bro. Yeah, I know.
Bro,
but
they're
you
the
know,
largest
we got
ass.
sitting on their ass on the block, smoking gas. We got white dumbass wanting to be cats and shit. We got just a whole bunch of dumbasses, and this the shit that happened, man.
If long-range missiles are going to be applied from Ukraine into Russian territory, it will also mean that they are operated by American experts, military experts.
Whoa.
Yep.
And we will be taking this as a qualitatively new phase of the Western war against Russia, and we'll react accordingly.
I swear to God, if a
That's
dumbass,
fucking
if a dumbass
horrible.
come up to me for real, guys, I'm actually be
That's
hot,
fucking
bro.
horrible.
Because I really just give a about the war. Like,
He said we gonna act accordingly.
hey, bro, I
Yeah.
know.
Ooh, hey, y'all better get ready. Y'all better start doing pull-ups.
Like, bro,
and
when
running
I tell,
miles.
bro, this shit not funny, bro.
No,
It's serious. No, you're right.
You gonna
You're
be
right.
out there.
Shit, you better be ready.
We all gonna be out there.
It just pisses me off though, because we just got dumbasses that elected this. The media blew the Black Lives Matter up, all that, and then now Joe Biden's in office. We could have had Trump again, and we don't know what we could have had. Vivek might have popped up, the economy jumping, you know, but they hopped in the office, and now this shit's going
I
on.
feel like
not
no.
world
Right
peace.
now, I feel like Trump is on the phone right now talking.
Hopefully. That's
Trump
what I'm
is on the phone talking
Well,
to
that's
Putin.
how
Hey,
he
bro,
is.
chill out, bro. Hey, bro.
He already
he
emotion,
already
he ain't
on
even in
emotion.
there.
I just feel like
he on the phone
also
talking right now, bro.
Democrats have held office longer than Republicans, and a lot of world violence has happened during this time. I mean, Afghanistan, we can go on and on and on. I mean,
Like
some
my
of that
mama
stuff
said,
we have to do, though.
she been in the
But, like,
army
at
for
the same
25
time, though,
years. He never got deployed until Barack got in
all
office.
that Muslim stuff we used to deal with, bro, that shit just, you think how crazy that shit is,
Talking
bro?
about Al-Qaeda or-
Like, I'm just talking about, like, just Osama. I mean, we had to get Osama, but, like, how
That's
he felt
Al-Qaeda.
that we were against them because what we were doing with our taxpayer dollars. All type of shit happened. 9/11, then they opened the border. They send terrorists in the country. It's just too much going on, bro.
Yeah, but don't get
It's,
overwhelmed.
it's over.
It been like this, though.
You bring it up a lot.
Yeah, I know, man. It is a lot that's going on,
All we
bro.
can do right now, we did what we did. We had to do.
And then-
we got Trump in there. He gonna take care of business, and now we pray, and everything gonna work out.
And then we look up and we see Nancy Pelosi
Now, if
getting
Trump went in there, I'd be worried.
$181,000.
Now imagine this happening right now, and we know that Kamala is about to be president.
I'll be scared.
Oh, no,
I
I
would
was genuinely
I'll be-
nervous.
I'll be-
Being in
I
there.
was genuinely nervous. I'd be like, I'm gonna go start doing pull-ups and working on my aim.
Wow,
For real.
No, that's some dead ass shit. If Kamala was in office,
a mile in the morning, I'm gonna start waking up at 4 in the morning and making my bed real tight.
nuclear weapons in response to any kind of massive conventional attack on its soil. That would include drones, that would include presumably long-range missiles, that Russia would view aggression against itself or its allies by non-nuclear state backed by other nuclear powers as a joint attack. In summary, basically saying that if there was an attack on Russia by a member of a coalition that will be seen as an attack by sort of the full coalition, i.e., even if it's a non-nuclear power aided by a nuclear power, that would be seen as a joint attack. This is something that Putin has been talking about signing into as a decree since September. This is officially happening now, and it comes, obviously, Francine, just on the heels of that sort of news that we got from Joe Biden, basically permitting the Ukrainians to begin using some of these ATACMS within Russian territory in the Kursk region, not sort of all across Russia, but within that region. They have a range of about 300 kilometers, and this is coming at a time right now when we understand, again, from Ukrainian news agencies, that those first missiles have been deployed. So what we are getting this morning in the last few minutes is Putin, on the one hand, signing a decree that says that any sort of coalition strike that is backed by a nuclear power, even if it's by Ukraine, non-nuclear, striking within Russia, could see a nuclear response. Again, that is why there has seen a huge move into the Haven Assets over the last few minutes.
Yep, guys. Hey, man. Yeah, we just gotta pray, man. Honestly, that's what we gotta do.
Why this shit pisses me off every time? I'm watching this. It makes me more. It makes me more and more
Why
mad.
the fuck would Joe Biden authorize this? Now you're putting the American people at risk.
And
He
then your
doesn't
whole ass
care.
gonna get out of office.
For NATO.
He does not care.
You're putting the American people at risk under the guise of protecting NATO in Ukraine.
How much money this nigga
I've said
getting,
this
bro?
multiple times. I really
Come on,
don't
this.
care that much about Ukraine as an American citizen.
It's just crazy, man.
I'm gonna keep it on. I really don't.
It's like they don't put the American people first in actually anything, guys.
And it's crazy.
Anything.
It's just crazy to really like.
have
I know
a
y'all
question.
said this before, but
So,
it's really
hold on,
think
real
about
quick.
all this happened. They was really trying to kill Trump, bro. Like,
I know, that's the worst one.
That's like,
Does Ukraine? So basically, what we got from the interview with Putin from Tucker. Long story short, Russia wants to obtain Ukraine again.
no, he wanted them to be an independent nation so that nobody could get closer. No, they'll be closer
I
to
don't know about
Russia.
that. I don't know about
He-
that, bro.
No,
Let's
you remember
look it
because he
up.
said he didn't want
I
everybody
thought Russia
around.
wanted. They're talking about how they used to own Ukraine, and basically
Yes.
they wanted Ukraine to be part of Russia again.
No,
Yeah.
they just didn't
That's
want
what I
Ukraine.
thought.
They didn't want
NATO.
Ukraine to join NATO.
Yeah, it's too many
Oh,
NATO. NATO
yeah.
was surrounding them. They didn't want to be surrounded by NATO.
Because
That
then
was
they
the
might
problem.
feel like, I don't know, but
He
why
didn't want- he didn't want all
won't
his
He
giving
said it was like a violation of some constitution. That's what he told Tucker.
Because he was like, you remember he said about, he's like, when Russia went with Cuba, America didn't like that shit. So why the hell everybody's in fucking Ukraine?
Hold on. Well, I'm in the internet, might not tell me the right thing, but if you think, we can just use common sense here. Because he was talking about, he said this goes back way. Remember, he was talking about this is a history. So maybe, I guess, maybe
bad
they,
kids. That
right here,
maybe
we
they,
was sitting here.
like maybe they made a pact or something a long time ago. It's like, don't get involved in that. But then that would be wrong with Putin. That would be kind of arrogant of Putin for Ukraine not to do their own thing. You see what I'm saying?
Hold on, real quick though.
What did that?
NATO stands for North American.
It's
National
Authority, some
treaty.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I'm thinking if this says North America, why?
No, nigga.
no. We got a bunch
European
of
nations are a part of NATO.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's just weird, because maybe
North
Putin,
Atlantic
maybe,
Treaty.
I don't know.
Yes,
I don't
North
know.
Atlantic Treaty.
All I know is that our president,
Organization.
honestly though, is trying to make things best for us. He's not trying to make us get effed in the butthole in certain situations, guys. If this country, if we paying overly tariffs on this situation, then we just getting effed, that has to stop. But the Putin situation is a whole different situation because it's like, I think he's just trying to do business with Putin because they got something we need. But then, I don't
Actually,
know, bro.
America
I don't know, bro. This
and
shit's
Russia
confusing,
actually
bro.
do need each other, bro. So
I can say, I feel like we need to be, everybody needs to be cool. Everybody can help everybody. But at the same time, I think Putin might be being stubborn, but I don't know for sure if Putin's wrong or right.
Well,
He
it
might
might-
be being stubborn because it's like, why are you talking about the history of something happening? Let's talk about the president. If they want to be their own, democracy, and then they want to join NATO, let them do their own thing.
You know
Don't
what
be
I think it
stubborn.
is?
I'm trying to think of a solution.
you know what I think it
Stop it.
is?
That's what Trump's saying. That's what
You know what I think it is? I
That's
think
what gotta
NATO is the problem why we're seeing illegal immigrants going in Europe and going into America.
Yes.
And they try
Trump
to push
said he
an
wanted to
agenda.
rewrite NATO.
Yeah, that's why he said fuck made NATO.
Because
They're pushing that agenda.
We're getting effed in the booty hole on that. Because we paying for all these countries.
We gotta redo that, man.
You said, yeah, we do, and we
gotta redo
should,
that.
we should. But Ukraine, I just don't know that Ukraine and Putin. That's just he says history. I really don't know, guys.
Yeah.
America
tough.
need a treaty with Mexico and Canada and worry about
That's
That's all we need to fucking
huge
worry about.
problem. They on our continent, but we worry about Ukraine.
I
I
don't think we
mean,
need Canada, but they can do their thing. But ain't
I feel like we
nobody
need to worry about, and I feel like we should also do a treaty with South America. Obviously, we should not worry about shit going on over there right now until somebody.
We should be
You know what I
world
mean? You gotta
dominant,
worry
man.
about
Because
it
you
a
think
little
about it, but we got a lot of resources. We got hardworking American people. We should be world
I mean,
dominant.
we got the highest GDPs. We
and
are
then,
still.
And then these people just throwing our taxpayer monies that we working hard for. And,
Yeah.
it's a problem,
bad.
guys.
It's a problem.
But let's.
Vivek is going to solve it. Elon.
Yeah, that's just it. Is what it is, guys.
Trump.
But let us know. I mean, well, y'all want to look up why? I mean,
America need to separate from Europe.
Y'all tell us, man. Y'all tell us why.
why Putin is up.
We watched the Tucker. We need to go back and watch the highlights.
I remember him bringing up the Bay of Pigs. That was in Cuba. Russia put missiles in Cuba, and America
US
said, "Fuck no."
sink that shit.
And then that's why he was like, "Why is Ukraine? Why
help
everybody going in Ukraine? That's right next to me." And y'all said we couldn't do that to y'all niggas. So it was just like,
We said because we big brother, and that's how it goes.
See, I think though, like, I'm cool with Ukraine. I want y'all to have a democracy. I don't know, what I'm saying? But like at the same time, we can't just be,
I'm
patting y'all on the ass.
We gotta figure out another plan.
I personally am not willing to put the American people or American soldiers at risk to defend a foreign flag and foreign nation. Sorry.
And then Joe Biden
I will
coming out
stand on
with the
that.
Ukraine flag. Like
I will
all
stand
that
on
shit's
that.
just fishy, man. Yeah, I mean it says it
All
goes
right,
back
man.
a little bit.
Yeah,
man.
we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We'll figure it out.